If you're over 60 and you find yourself up 2, 3, maybe 4 times every night to use the bathroom, what I'm about to share could change that. 5 exercises, a simple evening protocol, and a plan you can put into action tonight. Here's what most people try first. They cut back on water in the evening. Sounds logical, right? Except it barely makes a difference, because the water you drank isn't really the issue. The real problem is something that's been quietly building up in your body all day, and it waits until you lie down to cause trouble. Here's what's really going on. All day long, gravity is slowly pulling fluid down into your lower legs. By evening, there's a surprising amount sitting in your calves and ankles. You might notice your socks leave marks or your ankles look a bit swollen. That fluid just collects there. But the second you go horizontal at night, gravity lets go. All of that stored fluid rushes back into your bloodstream. Your kidneys pick it up, turn it into urine, and your bladder fills at 2 a.m. Doctors call this nocturnal polyuria. It's the leading reason people over 60 wake up at night to pee. And the fix isn't drinking less. It's moving that fluid out of your legs before you get into bed. I'll take you through 5 exercises in countdown order, 5 down to 1. After that, I'll show you the exact timing, when to do each step, plus a powerful technique called double voiding that can add hours to your uninterrupted sleep. Before we dive in, I put together a free printable guide called the 3-2-1 Sleep Rescue Plan. It lays out the essential evening rules and walks you through the double voiding technique with step-by-step pictures. Print it out, keep it by your bed. The link is in the description. It won't cost you a thing. Exercise number 5, the foot roller. We're beginning at the very foundation, your feet. And for this one, you'll need a simple prop. A tennis ball works great. If you want something firmer, pick up a solid rubber dog ball from any pet store. It doesn't compress as easily and digs into the tight areas much better. No ball at all? A sealed water bottle from your kitchen does the trick. Have a seat in a chair or on the edge of your bed. Drop the ball under one foot and let your body weight press down. Now roll it forward and back, from heel to toes, toes to heel. Slow and steady. Here's what's happening. The sole of your foot is packed with nerve endings and small veins. Each time you press into the ball, you compress those veins. When you release, they refill. Press, release. You're turning on a pump at the lowest point in your body, pushing stagnant fluid upward with every pass. If you hit a spot that feels especially dense or tender, hold on it for a few seconds before moving on. About 45 seconds to a minute per foot is all you need. By the time you move to the second side, the first foot should already feel warmer and lighter. That means blood is flowing. That means fluid is on the move. Perfect. The pump at the bottom is running. Now let's work our way up. Exercise number 4, the seated calf pump. Stay right where you are, both feet planted on the floor, back supported, shoulders easy. Here's the movement. Push through the balls of your feet and raise both heels as high as they'll go. Feel your calf muscles tighten and bunch at the top. Hold for 1 full second. Then bring your heels down slowly. Lift, hold, and lower. Lift, hold, and lower. There's a reason your calves are called the second heart. Every time they contract, they compress the deep veins and push blood upward against gravity. Relax. The veins refill. It's a built-in pump. If it hasn't been working much today, fluid has been collecting down there. We're switching it back on. Keep the rhythm steady and unhurried. After 8 or 9 reps, you'll likely feel warmth building through both calves. That's increased blood flow, a sign that things are working. Aim for 15 to 20 repetitions. If a cramp starts to come on, pause, wiggle your toes for a moment, and continue. Good. Your calves are warmed up and actively pumping, but some fluid can still be locked deep inside the muscle tissue itself. That's exactly what the next exercise gets after, and most people have never done anything like it. Exercise number 3, the calf wring-out. This is a hands-on deep tissue massage you give yourself. Even after the calf pump, there can be fluid sitting deep in the muscle that pumping alone won't reach. This technique physically moves it out. Stay seated. Lift your right foot and rest the ankle across your left knee. Your legs will form something like the number 4. In this position, your right calf hangs completely loose. That's the point. A relaxed muscle is soft and pliable, which means your hands can sink deep into the tissue where the fluid is actually stuck. Step 1. Find the channel. Place both thumbs along the center of the back of your calf. You'll feel a natural groove running between the two halves of the muscle. The deep veins that carry fluid back to your heart sit right along this line. That's our target. Step 2. The squeeze. Wrap both hands around the calf, fingers on one side, thumbs on the other. Begin down low, right where the muscle meets the Achilles tendon above the heel. Now grip firmly and draw your hands upward in one steady motion toward the back of the knee. Picture squeezing a tube of toothpaste from the bottom. You're pushing everything in one direction. That's exactly what you're doing to the fluid in this muscle, directing it upward toward the heart. One long pass from heel to knee. Release. Return to the bottom and repeat. 5 to 6 strokes per leg. Now, 2 things to avoid, and they matter. First, never work downward from knee to ankle. Pushing fluid in that direction goes against the body's natural drainage. You'd actually be forcing fluid back into the tissue instead of clearing it out. That can make puffiness worse. Second, don't skim the surface. If your hands glide across the skin without depth, you're only affecting the outer layer. The trapped fluid is deeper. You need real, sustained pressure. Not painful, but enough that you feel the muscle shifting beneath your grip. After the deep strokes, open your palms flat. With the full surface of both hands, make long, smooth sweeps from ankle to knee. Medium pressure, 10 passes. This is your finishing flush, clearing and smoothing the path for any last traces of fluid. Now switch. Left ankle on right knee. Locate the groove. 5 to 6 firm upward strokes, then 10 palm sweeps. When both legs are done, take a moment to notice the difference. Your calves should feel noticeably lighter. Your ankles may already look less swollen. You might even feel a mild urge to visit the bathroom. That's exactly the result we're after. It means fluid has left your legs and entered your circulation, being processed now while you're still awake instead of at 2 in the morning. Deep breath. Shake your legs out gently. Good. Time to recruit the biggest muscles in the body. Exercise number 2, the chair squat. The word squat sounds intimidating, but this version is simple. We're using the large muscles of your thighs as a high-powered pump. When they engage, they compress the veins in your upper legs and pelvis, pushing a big volume of blood and fluid back toward your heart and kidneys. Stand facing away from a solid chair, feet roughly shoulder width, chest lifted. Now, before your legs move at all, reach both arms straight forward, level with the ground. Begin lowering yourself toward the chair. Go slowly until your backside just barely makes contact with the seat, the lightest possible touch, then immediately push back up through your heels. That brief contact and reverse keeps your thigh muscles loaded the whole time. There's no sitting, no resting. Every rep acts as one powerful pump cycle for your circulation. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. Smooth and controlled. Every rep. Now, if your knees protest or you feel unsteady, here's an easier version. Honestly, if this is your first time, start here. Put a thick cushion or folded blanket on the seat. This raises the surface so you don't need to lower as far. Then, set a second chair in front of you, its back facing you, and rest your hands on it for balance. Lower to the cushion, touch, and push back up. 10 to 12 repetitions. No rush. Excellent. We've rolled, pumped, squeezed, and squatted. Fluid is flowing. Now we bring in gravity itself, with the most effective exercise of all. And exercise number 1. This is the single most powerful position for nighttime urination, the legs up the wall pose. But we're not simply going to lie there. We're going to use a 5-step advanced protocol. Step 1, the proper position. We need a solid foundation. Lie on your back, on a yoga mat or on your bed if the wall or headboard is stable. Bend your knees to about 90 degrees and place your feet flat on the wall. Don't press your hips right against the wall. If you're too close, your hamstrings will pull and your lower back will lift off the surface. The one non-negotiable, feet above heart level. Step 2, wall calf activation. With your feet flat on the wall, keep the balls of your feet and toes pressed firmly into the surface. Now lift one heel away from the wall. You'll feel the calf engage as it contracts, then press it back. Do the other side. Each lift compresses the deep veins inside the calf. Each press allows them to refill. Because your legs are elevated, the blood you're moving has gravity working with it, flowing straight down toward your center. One leg at a time, left, then right, 10 reps per side. With each one, picture the fluid being pushed out of your lower leg and sent on its way. Step 3. The Figure 4 Massage. This step takes advantage of your elevated position to access deep tissue with very little effort. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Your left foot stays on the wall for stability. Your legs now form the shape of a 4, and your right calf is completely slack, perfect for massage. Take both hands and cradle that calf. Starting near the Achilles tendon at the heel, press firmly and sweep your hands along the leg toward the back of the knee. Always moving toward the heart, never the other direction. You're manually guiding fluid out of the tissue. The elevated angle makes it even easier. Everything wants to flow downhill. 30 seconds per side is enough. Spend extra time on any tight spots. Then switch, left ankle over right knee, and do the same. You should feel a sense of relief, like gently squeezing the last water out of a sponge. Step 4. The 120-degree pump. Uncross your legs carefully. Place both feet back on the wall. Now push off and extend your legs upward, opening the knee angle to about 120 degrees. Your feet are now floating free in the air above you. With your legs in this extended, elevated position, gravity has a clear path all the way from your toes to your hips. Now alternate pressing each heel upward in a slow, rhythmic motion, like you're lightly tapping a gas pedal. 20 repetitions total, 10 each side. This pumping action at full elevation draws out any remaining pooled fluid from the far ends of your legs. Step 5. The Jelly Shake. This is the most relaxing moment of the entire routine. Keep your legs in the air. Now, deliberately switch off every muscle. Let your ankles go limp. Let your thighs become heavy. And just shake, gently, loosely, lazily. Let a soft vibration travel through your legs. Let the tissue ripple and wobble like jello on a plate. This gentle shaking helps release any last pockets of fluid caught between muscle fibers and tissue layers so it can drain freely. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Notice how much lighter your legs feel compared to when we started. Keep this going for a full minute. Let everything go. Relax completely. Great work. Gently bend your knees, roll to one side, and slowly sit up. Here's the part that makes everything work. Timing. All 5 exercises, the foot roller, the calf pump, the calf wring-out, the chair squat, and the legs up the wall protocol, should be done 60 to 90 minutes before bed, not at bedtime. You need that gap because we've pushed a lot of fluid back into your bloodstream. Your kidneys need time to filter it while you're still awake. The order, roughly 90 minutes before sleep. Foot roller, 1 minute per foot. Seated calf pump, 15 to 20 reps. Calf wring-out, both legs. Chair squats, 10 to 12 reps. Legs up the wall, all 5 steps. About 12 to 15 minutes total. After that, go about your evening normally. Read, watch something, spend time with family. Your kidneys are working in the background. Follow the 3-2-1 rule. 3 hours before bed, finish eating. Digestion generates heat and keeps your metabolism running at a time when it should be slowing down. 2 hours before bed, finish drinking. No water, tea, or juice after this point. The only exception, a small sip if you need to take medication. And keep in mind, caffeine stays active for 6 to 8 hours. Your actual caffeine cutoff is midday. 1 hour before bed, begin winding down. Dim the lights, set aside your screens. Read, put on some quiet music, or do light stretching. Signal to your body that the active part of the day is done. Set your bedroom to around 67 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 19 Celsius. And try wearing warm socks to bed. A cool room with warm feet is one of the strongest natural triggers for deep sleep. Now, your final stop before bed is the bathroom. And here's how to make this visit count. Sit down, and men, I mean you too. When you sit, your pelvic floor relaxes naturally, which allows the bladder to empty much more thoroughly. Go normally. When the flow stops and you feel finished, stay where you are. Tilt your upper body forward about 15 to 20 degrees. Just a gentle lean, as though you're looking at something on the floor near your feet. That small shift changes the angle inside your bladder and lets any remaining urine settle into position. Now just breathe. Don't force anything. Stay relaxed. Count slowly to 20 or 30. Then try once more. 9 times out of 10, there's more. And that small amount is exactly what would have woken you up hours later. Clear it now, while it's on your terms. One thing I want to be clear about. Everything today targets fluid retention, one of the most common reasons for nighttime waking. But it's not the only reason. If you notice burning when you go, that may be an infection. If your stream is weak or slow to start, that could involve the prostate. If you're unusually thirsty and producing large volumes around the clock, get your sugar levels checked. And if things suddenly get much worse, see your doctor. These exercises are your daily routine, but when something deeper is going on, you need professional care. Here's what I'm asking. Try this routine tonight. Tomorrow morning, leave a comment with one number. How many times did you wake up? Then do the routine every night for a week and come back with your new number. I go through every comment, and when other viewers see real numbers dropping, from 4 to 2, from 3 to 1, it gives them the push to try this themselves. If there's someone in your life who's been losing sleep to this, a parent, a spouse, a friend, pass this video along. Sometimes all it takes is someone walking you through it step by step. And don't forget, the free printable guide with the 3-2-1 rule and the complete double voiding technique is right there in the description. Print it, put it on your nightstand. Subscribe if you haven't already. We put out straightforward, practical health guides like this every single week. Sleep well tonight. You've earned it.